Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at linear equations and also how to make something the subject of the formula. If you're new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe below and also hit the notification bell. And for those of you who've been here before, welcome back. Please get your books and get your pens and let's begin to do some work. Before we go into linear equations, we need to know some of the rules that are associated with making something the subject of the formula. So we have pretty much two rules. The first one deals with our signs. If we have a number that is being multiplied on one side of our equation, then when we take it on the other side of our equation, then it would be the opposite sign. So multiplying on one side, it will be dividing on the other. And if it's being added on one side, then it would be subtracted on the other side of the equation. When the sign goes over the equal sign, it becomes the opposite. So multiplication becomes division and addition becomes subtraction. The next rule is that we need to move everything away from the subject of the formula. So if we're trying to make x the subject of the formula, we need to move everything away from x, starting with the expression that is farthest away from x. We will now go into our first example. If we have 2 minus 2x equal to 26 plus 4x, then we need to simplify this. We need to find the value of x. We know we have a minus 2x and we have a positive 4x. So we need to make all of our x's on one side of our equation. So we're going to move our minus 2x to the opposite side of our equation to the right. So that means we need to add 2x to the opposite side because it's doing the opposite. So rewriting our equation, we'll have 2 is equal to 26 plus 4x plus our 2x. Now we need to simplify that. So we'll have 2 is equal to 26 plus 4 for the 4x plus the 2x would give us 6x. Now looking at our equation, we have two numbers, which is the 2 and the 26. So we're going to minus the 26 because we're trying to have x on one side of the equation. So rewriting, we have 2 minus 26 is equal to 6x. Once again, simplifying, we'll have negative 24 because negative 26 plus 2 would give us negative 24. And that is equal to 6x. Now, we need to find for x, so we're going to divide 6 because the 6 is being multiplied to the x. So we're going to divide 6 on both sides of our equation. So we have negative 24 divided by 6 is equal to 6 over 6, which will cancel, x. 24 divided by 6 would give us 6 into 6, 1, and 6 into 24, 4. So we have our answer as x is equal to negative 4. Please note, do not forget your signs because that's a very common mistake to make, forgetting your signs. We will now look at our second example. We have 25 minus 3w divided by 4 equal to 10. So we now need to simplify this equation to find the value of w. As we look and analyze the question, we can see that it's possible for us to move the 4 first. Since it's being divided on our left, we multiply on the right. So we have 25 minus 3w is equal to 10 multiplied by 4. We need to know that our number carries the sign in front of it, and in our case of our 4, it is a positive number and it is also dividing. And we multiplied it. So you would probably ask why we didn't subtract it instead. But our sign, when it comes to our signs, the dominant sign takes the priority. So in that case, it was division. So therefore, we multiply it. So rewriting, we have 25 minus 3w is equal to 40. 10 times 4 is 40. We look at our equation, we now need to move our 25. So we're going to subtract our 25. We have 3 minus 3w is equal to 40 minus 25. Simplifying our 40 minus 25, we'll have minus 3w is equal to 40 minus 25, which gives us 15. Now we need to simplify our minus 3w. So since our minus 3 is being multiplied, we need to divide by minus 3. Sorry, that's a negative. So we have w is equal to 15 divided by negative 3. Remember, the reason why we didn't add the negative 3 is because it was multiplying. So the multiplication and division takes the dominant, takes precedence. So we have 15 divided by negative 3, which gives us a negative 5 as our answer. And that is how we will work our questions. We will now move on to our final example. And this example is a tad bit trickier than the previous 2 examples that we did, so I need your full attention, alright? So we have 3m minus 1 divided by 4 minus 2m plus 4 divided by 3. And that is equal to 1.5. Oops, sorry. Let's erase that. 1.5. Good. So with any fraction, the first thing that we need to do is find the lowest common multiple. So we're going to find the LCM of 4 and the LCM of 3. So the LCM of 4 would be 4, 8, 16, and it continues and continues. But we only need a few, okay? So we're going to stop at 12. And then the LCM of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc., etc. But from what we can already see is 12 is our lowest common multiple. So since we have established our LCM, then we need to multiply our LCM by our fractions. Not our fractions per se, but every expression in our equation. So we have 12 multiplied by 3m minus 1 divided by 4 minus 12 multiplied by 2m plus 4 divided by 3. And then once again, we multiply our 1.5 by 12, which gives us 18. So we're now going to simplify. We know 4 into 4 is 1 and 4 into 12 is 3. And we have 3 into 3 is 1 and 3 into 12 is 4. What we're now going to do is multiply our terms outside of our bracket to our terms inside of our bracket. So our 3 multiplied by 3m, and then our 3 multiplied by 1, and our 4 multiplied by 2m, and our 4 multiplied by 4. So simplify our first bracket, we'll have 9m, 3 multiplied by 3m, minus 3 multiplied by negative 1, which gives us negative 3. 4 multiplied by 2m, negative 4, sorry, multiplied by 2m, which would give us a negative 8m, and then negative 4 multiplied by a positive 4, which would give us a negative 16, and that is all equal to 18. All we need to do now is simplify. So we have our 9m minus 8m. So that's basically 9 minus 1, which would give us 1. So that's just m. Then we have our negative 3 and negative 16. So negative 3 minus 16 would give us negative 19. And that is equal to 18. We now need to make our m the subject of the formula. So we're going to move our 19. Since it's subtracting, it's going to be adding. So we have m is equal to 18 plus 19. And simplifying that, we'll have m is equal to 37. And that's it for today's lesson. I hope you've learned how to make an unknown the subject of the formula to find its value. And I hope you've understood everything that was taught today. Thank you so much for now. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't done so before, please subscribe below and also hit the notification bell. And don't forget to hit the like button as well. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye bye.